can feel the spin. Show me where the truth begins, let it pull me in. I've been lost in the silence, waiting for a change, caught in the middle of a storm I can't explain. Show me the way to rise above. Show me the strength that comes from love. I've been walking in the shadows, chasing dreams I can't define. Show me the truth, give me a sign. Every question that I ask echoes back to me. In a world that's moving fast, can we still be free? The world is turning. You said there's more than meets the eye, more than we can see. But the deeper that I dive, the harder it can be.
Yeah.
I've been lost in the silence, waiting for a change, caught in the middle of a storm I can't explain. Show me the way to rise above.
Yeah.
Show me the strength that comes from love. I've been walking in the shadows, chasing dreams I can't define. Show me the truth, give me a sign. Give me a sign.
Brainiacs.
All the answers in the wind waiting for us to
Looks like they're having a damn
find the way.
meeting, don't it? Don't it look like they're having a don't it look like they're having a congressional hearing on UFOs? I think so. Look, it's all right. It's gonna be all right, Brainiacs. It's definitely gonna be fine. It's gonna be all right. Tonight, my friends, it is War Dial Wednesday, and my favorite day of the week. This is the day whenever I get to call and bug you and say, "What's up? What's on your mind?" Tonight, we're gonna talk about some congressional hearings that took place. Whistleblowers. We know them, don't we? Yeah, we know the whistleblower community. It's all right. Again, War Dial Wednesday, we're going to go over some congressional hearing, talk about UFOs, talk about contactees, talk about all kind of stuff. After the first hour, it is literally all you, Brainiacs. Don't go anywhere. Share this broadcast, share this podcast. Let's have some fun. Yeah.
We're living in a world of smoke and mirrors, lost inside the twisted game. But deep within we feel the shivers of a truth they cannot tame. Neon lights and coded lies try to keep us hypnotized, but the field begins to tear. And
Welcome to the Matrix, DOD. Sit back and take notes. Yeah.
Through the great disguise, seeing past the grand delusion, breaking free from all their lies. Welcome to the Matrix of minds. We see through the shadows, leave the lies behind. Breaking the fabric of reality's hold. We're the Matrix minds, brave and bold. In the digital storm, we stand tall, unveiling secrets they can't hide. The power crumbles, we watch it fall.
Yeah, man.
As we tear through their divide. Electric whispers in the night.
Well, hello,
try
Miss
to keep us
Charlene
from the
Angel
light, but our spirits
Astro.
won't be chained.
Well,
Through
hello,
the
Miss
chaos
Kristen
we've
Harding.
reclaimed. Reality is bending, the truth is descending.
Hello, Lisa
We're through
A.O.
the great disguise, seeing past the grand
Hello,
delusion,
CC.
breaking free from all their lies.
Get over here, door kicker.
The Matrix of minds, we see through the shadows.
Well, hello,
leave the
Miss
lies
Minnie.
behind. Breaking the fabric of reality's
Earl Beal.
hold. We're the Matrix
What
minds,
up?
brave and bold.
Red, run. Hello, Miss Barbara Morton.
We're the warriors of the digital age, writing our own story, turning the page. Through the circus we find our way. In the Matrix we'll seize the day. We're tearing through the great disguise, seeing past the grand illusion, breaking free from all their lies. Welcome to the matrix of minds. We see through the shadows, leave the lies behind, breaking the fabric of reality's hold. We're the matrix minds, brave and bold. Welcome to the matrix of minds. Together we rise, we're the ones who'll find. In this digital realm, we're taking a stand. We're the matrix minds, hand in hand.
Wonder what kind of trouble we gonna get into tonight. Brainiacs, yeah, man. I wonder what kind of shit we're gonna get into today, whatever it be. Shout out to you, Miss Rose. Hello, Miss Barbara. Everybody up in the Matrix Minds Facebook chat. What's up, everybody? How are you? Have you listened or watched? Have you watched the congressional hearing? Maybe some of you have. Maybe some of you haven't. Nevertheless, I'm going to find something here. I'm going to play it for you. Johnny. And I want you to see it because I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome because how many of us have said we ain't alone over and over again? It's just a conspiracy, right? It's just a conspiracy theory. Just a bunch of shit. Crazy. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go to my share. Hopefully. Where's my share screen at? What the fuck's going on? Where did my share screen go? Where's my share screen? I got shit. Oh, I locked my screen. This sucks. This absolutely sucks because we're streaming to another platform. So it kind of makes shit difficult. Yeah, there we go. Let me get this window in place here. My God. Alright, come on, my God. This is bullshit. That's right. You all know what? Over on Big O, you guys need to get your shit together. Make this a little bit easier. Just give me the RMTP. I don't require anything else. Slow says, Halo. All right, so check this out. This is parts of the Congressional Oversight Committee. All right.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
I want you to hear this. Listen.
In this committee hearing, that the mention of Pentagon's Immaculate Constellation program could put us on a list.
Did you hear what she said? Put us on a list. Go ahead. Put us on a list.
Well, I already find myself on many lists, I'm sure. So I speak my mind often, so why not just keep going with it? May as well just go all out and say it. The earth is flat, birds are government drones, and we've never set foot on the moon, and Joe Biden received 81 million votes in the 2020 election.
Boom!
So let's just see how many lists we could get on here today. But Mr. Schellenberger, I wanted to ask you, I think I understand from this hearing that you would agree that classifying information like this is not in the best interest of the people. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, with the caveat that, of course, I would support classification necessary to protect secrets essential to national security, but I think it's pretty obvious that there's overclassification.
Overclassification, yes. And so in most instances, if they can't tell us what, do you think at some point they'll at least tell us why?
President-elect Trump has repeatedly committed to greater transparency, both on the UAP issue, on JFK files, on COVID origins, and many other things. So I think that we need to make sure that the next administration is held accountable for that.
Agreed. And this is for all four of you. Yes or no, please. I have many questions I want to get to. Are there any known instances of recovered materials or technologies that are not of human origin and maybe connected to any advanced bioscience defense programs within the USG?
I don't know.
I wouldn't be able to answer that, ma'am.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, so there are rumors that have come up to the Hill of a secretive project within the Department of Defense involving the manipulation of human genetics with what is described as non-human genetic material, potentially for the enhancement of human capabilities, hybrids. Are any of you familiar with that? Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
I am not, ma'am.
I'm not.
No, ma'am.
No, you gotta understand something for a second, because what she is saying is, again, in reference to UF whistleblowers, blah 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 blah, and on all five of these guys on this panel. What she just talked about is hybridization of extraterrestrial origin and or biological entities, blah 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 blah. Come on, you can't tell me that these five guys that are about to like blow the lid off of all this shit knows nothing about hybridization programs or off-world blah blah blah. Come on, man. Keep going.
Okay, I would like to know, with Immaculate Constellation, how does this relate to UAP activities, Mr. Schellenberg, in oceanic environments? Are there any instances where the Navy or other maritime forces have encountered UAPs that could not be explained by known technology or natural phenomena?
See, here's the thing. These guys went from changing what we know as a UFO to UAPs. Right? An unknown aerial phenomena. What the fuck is wrong with just UFO? Like we've always known. What's wrong with just an unidentified flying object? Now they've got it as phenomena. It's not, you know what? It's not phenomena. It's just an unknown origin. And problem is, what these guys are talking about, and like she just said, for any of you guys that dig, any of you guys that dig, this to me, I've never heard Project Immaculate Constellation. I have heard a crap ton of things from different whistleblowers, from different people. Hey, I'm talking ABCs as well, and I have never ever heard Immaculate, dare I say it, Constellation, ever. So this one's a new one to me. Here in a minute, I'm going to drop the link to a 212-page document that they released publicly. If you are on Facebook following us, it's in the Facebook page for the Matrix. I just dropped it because, everybody wants to be put on that list.
Yeah, the Immaculate Constellation covers both terrestrial and oceanic, and there's actually a number of cases described in the report that occur in the ocean.
And do you believe that there is a concerted effort by the Pentagon to keep Congress out of the loop regarding these UAP activities, specifically in our waters?
Yes.
I think it's about 5% of our ocean that's actually been studied in detail by man, and we've studied more of space than we had of our own oceans. And so are there any accounts of UAPs emerging from or submerging into our water which could indicate a base or presence beneath the ocean's surface?
I don't know about a base, but as I mentioned, I had a different source entirely describe this pretty extraordinary footage that exists of orbs, of an orb coming out of the ocean and being met by another orb.
Some would say that there's multiple hotspots where we see frequent activity. So in your investigations, have you come across any data or visual evidence like sonar readings or underwater footage of these UAPs?
I have not beyond what's in the report.
You've written about UAPs not only in the air but in underwater. Are there any specifics on what you've learned about the UAP activity in our oceans? Particularly, have you spoken with sources who have provided any evidence or eyewitness accounts of these UAPs interacting with our naval forces or being detected by our underwater surveillance systems?
Nothing beyond what's in the report and then the specific case that I mentioned with the orbs.
So this report says it all. There's no other information that we are aware of regarding the activity within our waters.
I have other sources that have told me that have shared a significant amount of information, but they're not comfortable with me sharing it at this point.
Okay.
Can you say NDA? That's pretty much what he just said. So, all right, Eric, check this out. So, I do believe that I don't even remember his name, Gresh, a Navy pilot, I do believe, Gresh, right? Gresh was his name. And he came out last year, right? He came out last year and was talking about this. Man, I've got to get a whole nother screen. because this trying to get Bigo, whatever this integrated, whatever, totally fuck shit up. I'm about to like remove it. Period. All right. Nope. There we go. All right. There you are. Miss Charlene Angel Astro says SpongeBob. Yeah, man. SpongeBob. See, here's the thing, Char. It's like like she just said, right? We have not explored the majority, hardly any of our own ocean at all. And it makes you wonder. We know more about, or told anyway, we're told that, we're learning about the Big Bang. We want to know about the origins of the universe. There are 3,000 plus large hadron colliders. I'm sorry, 30, my bad. 30,000 large hadron colliders or particle colliders on this planet. I am not being facetious. 30,000. Not 3, 30. 30K. So with that being said, do you not think that they don't know where these kids are at? Missing children? Or what about human beings that vanish without a trace? Nothing. No. I see. Here's where my mind, with what I'm hearing in Congress, in this congressional hearing, is what I'm hearing is every aspect of what we've been told from the beginning. We've all. How many here have not seen the damn movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind? Right? We pretty much all heard it. Shar says disinformation is for your protection. Yeah, of course. But yet, disinformation, false information, fact check this bullshit. Isn't it really, really interesting whenever you go this far and you like really start to like just drop questions? You're censored. But the moment you like really start, like me and Michelle here was talking about the Florida incident, right? The Florida market or mall incident. And the moment that we started talking about alien activity at the mall, and well, I guess, what the hell was his name? Fritz, right? Fritz has got footage of the alien beings at the mall. All of a sudden, everybody's being censored. It's disinformation. It's not false information. It's just propaganda. It's just bullshit. So I personally think that what we're watching here, okay, is just like, I don't know, lukewarm water drops for throwing your ass into the bathwater. I don't believe that they're gonna like just even tippy toe you here soon into the bathwater. I literally believe they're just gonna throw your ass into the hot water and see how y'all deal with it. I'm being for real, because we already know that with incumbent President Trump, we already know, and we all can agree that there's going to be change. We can all agree, right? We all can agree with that. With that being said, I personally think that they are putting their ducks in a row, moving their chess pieces to do exactly that. Now, on in here, you'll hear the words. Check this out. You'll hear the words CGI. Okay? CGI. For what these people have been witnessing, seeing. Little question as far as a statement. You'll hear some of these whistleblowers literally tell you, don't know if it's CGI. We don't know if it's this or we don't know if it's that. Why would they even mention CGI? Why? Why even mention it? Why? Because it's been in the thoughts of the collective consciousness. It's there. They've already know about it. We already know about HARP. We already know about Project Bluebeam. We already know about all of these different projects, right? But again, this one, I I knew nothing about it. In fact, nobody's told me shit about this specific project, military project. Okay, I will share with you the document. I've got the document, but again, I will release it. It's a public document. It is a public document. But I'm gonna tell you, here's the key: the Department of Defense. Let me go. I got a screen for this. I got a screen right here. Okay. Supposedly, right? Just the words. You even heard her say, "Immaculate Conception," constellation. Get her thrown on a government watch list or a no-fly list, right? Well, let me share with you that what she's referring to is called a Special Access Program, or an SAP. Okay, listed underneath of a black budget program, black budget project. So here's why I didn't hear anything about this. Nobody's heard anything about this until recently, and or whistleblower status in the congressional hearing, is because this special access program is one of those black budget projects that has got, let's say, no ceiling limit whatsoever when it comes to budget. Okay, and that right there, my friends, that right there should scare you. Okay, it is also known that the DoD has failed 4 audits. Did you know this? I'm telling you that they absolutely lose billions of dollars. Okay, and they're not accountable. They're not accounted for. You see, so this is what makes things really, really interesting whenever we start talking about UAPs, we start talking about whistleblowers, we start talking about like contactees, whistleblowers, special access programs, shit like this. And I personally think that it's amazing to see and or witness what we are witnessing. That little specific video clip, I am going to throw into the chat. Okay, it's not but 5 minutes, but nevertheless, I'm going to drop it. I'm going to drop it up in here, the brains chat. Right now, it's coming at you. All right. Lose my ass, says Michelle Nobles. All right. So anyway, you see me. I just dropped that link to that video that I was playing. So I'm gonna go ahead and close that one. I also want to share. Former Naval Admiral witnesses UFO or into the hearing, says the government withheld UFO information. No, please tell me this isn't so, right? Bull. No, they wouldn't do this. They wouldn't do this. Nah. All right, so back to let me make sure that I can't even make sure. I'm just gonna go there, and I'm gonna press play on this. Don't worry about it. I'll drop that. I'm gonna drop that in the chat as well. And here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and go.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Moskowitz. And I would now, committee staff asked me to go ahead and I will do it, to enter into the congressional record this 12-page document that Michael Schellenberger brought today that describes the Immaculate Constellation government program. So we will do that now. Every member up here has a copy of it. The first section talks about the unacknowledged special access program called Immaculate Constellation. And the second section about USG imagery intelligence. And Representative Luna just told me if I say Immaculate Constellation, I'll be on some list. Maybe a FISA warrant, so come at me, bro, I guess. But
boom, baby.
Without objection, entered in the record.
Come at her, bro.
All right, so next we will introduce our witnesses for today's hearing. Thank you so much for being here. Our first witness is retired Rear Admiral Tim Gallaudet, who retired from the U.S. Navy and is now the Chief Executive Officer at Ocean STL Consulting. Our second witness is Mr. Lou Elizondo, a former Department of Defense official and author of a recent bestseller book about UAPs. Our third witness is Mr. Michael Schellenberger, founder of the newsletter Public and author of a recent journalistic piece about special access programs, including one widely identified as Immaculate Constellation. I swear the staff wants me on a list. Okay. And our last witness today is Mr. Michael Gold, a former NASA official who is also a member of the NASA UAP Independent Study Team. Welcome, everyone. We are pleased to have you today. Pursuant to Committee Rule 9G, the witnesses will please stand and raise your right hands. This is where it gets real. Do you solemnly swear to affirm that the testimony that you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Let the record show that the witnesses all answered in the affirmative. We appreciate all of you being here today and look forward to your testimony. Let me remind the witnesses that we have read your written statements and they will appear in full in the hearing record. You guys may be seated. Please limit your oral statements to 5 minutes. As a reminder, please press the button in front of you so the microphone is turned on so that everyone in the room, members included, can hear you. When you begin to speak, the light in front of you will turn green. After 4 minutes, the light will turn yellow. When the red light comes on, your 5 minutes has expired, and we would ask that you please wrap it up. So I will first recognize Rear Admiral Gallaudet to please begin your opening remarks.
Thank you, Chairwoman Mace, Chairman Grothman, Ranking Members Connolly and Garcia, and members of the committee. Thank you for this opportunity to testify today regarding unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAP. Confirmation that UAPs are real came to me in January of 2015 when I was serving as the commander of the Navy Meteorology and Oceanography Command. At the time, my personnel were participating in a pre-deployment naval exercise off the U.S. East Coast. It included the USS Theodore Roosevelt Carrier Strike Group, and this exercise was overseen by the United States Fleet Forces Command, led by a 4-star admiral who at the time was also my superior officer. During this exercise, I received an email on Navy's secure network from the operations officer of U.S. Fleet Forces Command. The email was addressed to all the subordinate commanders, and the subject line read in all capital letters, "Urgent Safety of Flight Issue." The text of the email was brief but alarming, with words to the effect, "If any of you know what these are, tell me ASAP. We are having multiple near mid-air collisions, and if we do not resolve this soon, we are going to have to shut down the exercise." Attached to the email is what is now known as the Go Fast video, captured on the forward-looking infrared sensor of one of the Navy FA-18 aircraft participating in the exercise. The now declassified video showed an unidentified object exhibiting flight and structural characteristics unlike anything in our arsenal. The implication of the email was clear. The author was asking whether any of the recipients were aware of classified technology demonstrations that could explain these objects. Because the DoD policy is to rigorously deconflict such demonstrations with live exercises, I was confident this was not the case.
I want to point out, ladies and gentlemen, I've got to point out, you've got to remember, what these guys are dropping right now, what they're dropping right now, your Pentagon has classified every aspect of it, and on top of that, you're going to hear big name companies, okay, that are also on a non-disclosure agreement per DOD, okay, as well as, again, need I show you, they do not have a spending budget. You may not believe it, but they don't have a spending budget. They're known as Special Access Programs, or SAP projects. Okay? Any whistleblower, like Larry Hawkins there, Larry, our military door kicker, Larry knows exactly what I'm fucking saying. He knows, as well as there's a handful of you that know what he's saying, okay, is cover up. Number two, these programs, these companies have got zero limit. We're going to hear big names like Lockheed Martin. Have you heard of Skunk Works? They're right here in my backyard. I am 5 miles from the old Lockheed Skunk Works facility here in Akron, Ohio. No shit. Okay? We're going to hear, or you're just, again, brace yourself, because it has got no spending limit. Imagine that.
The very next day, that email disappeared from my account and those of the other recipients without explanation. Moreover, the commander of Fleet Forces Command and the operations officer never discussed the subject. even during weekly meetings specifically designed to address issues affecting exercises like the one in which the Theodore Roosevelt Strike Group was participating. This lack of follow-up was very concerning to me. As the Navy's chief meteorologist at the time, I was responsible for reducing safety of flight risks. Yet it appeared to me that no one at the flag officer level was addressing the safety risks posed by UAPs. Instead, pilots were left to mitigate these threats on their own without guidance or support. I concluded that the UAP information must have been classified within a special access program managed by an intelligence agency. That is a compartmented program that even senior officials, including myself, were not read into. Last year's UAP hearing before this oversight committee confirmed that UAP-related information is being withheld from senior officials and members of Congress. And just this week I learned from former DoD official Chris Mellon that satellite imagery of UAP from a few years ago still has not been shared with Congress. Equally concerning, last year's UAP hearing also revealed that elements of the government are engaged in a disinformation campaign to include personal attacks designed to discredit UAP whistleblowers. Having never signed a non-disclosure agreement regarding UAPs, and now as a private citizen, I've become an advocate for greater UAP transparency from the government. The continued overclassification surrounding UAPs has not only hindered our ability to effectively address these phenomena, but has also eroded trust in our institutions. While I applaud previous bipartisan legislation passed by Congress concerning UAPs, a more comprehensive approach is needed to address the broader implication of UAP on public safety and national security, as well as the socioeconomic opportunities that open UAP research could unlock. Therefore, I recommend Congress take the following action, which I believe will receive bipartisan support. First, establish robust oversight of the executive branch's management of UAP information by directing key officials, beginning with the director of the DoD's All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, to provide comprehensive briefings on what the government knows about UAP and does not know. 2, enact the provisions of the UAP Disclosure Act that establish a UAP Records Review Board to ensure independent oversight, transparency, and accountability in the government's handling of UAP information. And 3, strengthen the UAP Disclosure Act and future reauthorizations with provisions that mandate a whole-of-government approach to addressing UAP.
I got to say something real quick. In regards to what this gentleman just said, right? Here's the problem we had with this prior administration. You guys know, you already know, I call them a vegetable garden, because that's what it was. We had President Broccoli, then Mr. Biden, then we had cackling camel toe, jackal, whatever. Do you think that we had transparency in any formality of what this man is talking about? Under that administration, anything remotely to do with, God forbid, Trump created Space Force? No. Oh, hell no. No. You see, what he's talking about, we're watching dots be connected. We're watching things right now become unveiled. Okay? We're watching disclosure right now. It was already last year, as well as like December 17th in 2017. I'm sorry. It was the day after my birthday. That's December 15th. It was December 16th and 17th on 2017, whenever the DoD, accidentally got a leak of a video from an Air Force pilot that went fucking viral. You guys remember that? Little teeny object in square brackets. You heard it, right? That was dropped to whole public in 2017 on December 16th and 17th. That's when it went. It was that night. I remember it. But anyway, what we're watching right now is we're watching dots being connected for we are not the only ones in town. We are not alone in the cosmos. We possibly could be hybrids. Holy shit. That's what we're about to watch.
In closing, I will share my personal reasons for speaking out on this topic. First, as a former science agency leader, having led the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, I've always sought the truth in human knowledge and thought. Now that we know UAP are interacting with humanity, and these include unidentified submerged objects in the ocean, We should not turn a blind eye, but instead boldly face this new reality and learn from it. Additionally, at a time when leaders in government leave much to be desired, I feel obligated to show moral leadership on this issue of UAP disclosure by validating the credibility of the courageous men and women who have come out as witnesses and whistleblowers to expose the truth. My speaking out has encouraged others to do the same, and it's my hope over time that a number of your constituents will want to know the truth and about UAP, and this number will increase to such an extent that the congressional action I've just recommended will become inevitable.
But bro,
Thank you,
here's the thing. This is where this here is bullshit. Because the moment we actually start sharing these things, and we did share these things, and we did talk about it, what happened? We were immediately shut down. We were immediately censored for disinformation, false information, right? Or just outright shadow banned for no fucking reason. But now, is it okay? I say, my friend, it is. It absolutely is. Just like I said the other day, you couldn't talk about what Q, God forbid you say the word Q, or the letter Q. 17, Q. It's just a number, right? It's just a letter, right? Quantum. Quantum. But again, going back to this man's testimony, we got some shit to dig into. Again, after this, I'm gonna war dial you because I want to hear what you got to say about all this.
I look forward to your questions.
Thank you. I will now recognize Mr. Elizondo for his opening statement.
Greetings, Chairwoman Mace, Chairman Grothman, Ranking Members Connolly and Garcia, and members of the committee. It is my honor and privilege to testify before you on the issue of unidentified anomalous phenomenon, formerly known as UFOs. On behalf of our brave men and women in uniform and across the intelligence community, as well as my fellow Americans who have awaited this day, thank you for your leadership on this important matter. Let me be clear. UAP are real. Advanced technologies not made by our government or any other government are monitoring sensitive military installations around the globe. Furthermore, the U.S. is in possession of UAP technologies, as are some of our adversaries.
Of course they're watching them. They want to make sure they ain't going to blow our shit up. Of course they're watching us. They are our creators. Hello. And they're making sure some dumb son of a bitch in the Pentagon that's got way too much power, got way too much ink in his pen, his tie a little bit too fucking tight, doesn't blow us up. Just say it for what it is. Speak for real.
I believe we are in the midst of a multi-decade secretive arms race, one funded by misallocated taxpayer dollars and hidden from our elected representatives and oversight bodies. For many years, I was entrusted with protecting some of our nation's most sensitive programs. In my last position, I managed a special access program on behalf of the White House and the National Security Council. As such, I appreciate the need to protect certain sensitive intelligence and military information. I consider my oath to protect secrets as sacred, and I will always put the safety of the American people first. With that said, I also understand the consequences of excessive secrecy and stovepiping. Nowhere was this more apparent than in the aftermath of 9/11, which many of us remember all too well. I believe that America's greatness depends on three elements. A watchful Congress, B, a responsive executive branch, and C, an informed public. Over the last decade and a half, I learned that certain UAP programs were and are operating without any of these elements. Although much of my government work on the UAP subject still remains classified, excessive secrecy has led to grave misdeeds against loyal civil servants, military personnel, and the public, all to hide the fact that we are not alone in the cosmos.
Let's hear this again.
Without any of these elements. Although much of my government work on the UAP subject still remains classified, excessive secrecy has led to grave misdeeds against loyal civil servants, military personnel, and the public, all to hide the fact that we are not alone in the cosmos. And the public, all to hide the fact that we are not alone in the cosmos. A small cadre within our own government involved in the UAP topic has created a culture of suppression and intimidation that I've personally been victim to, along with many of my former colleagues. This includes unwarranted criminal investigations, harassment, and efforts to destroy one's credibility. Most Americans would be shocked to learn that the Pentagon's very own Public Affairs Office openly employs a professional psychological operations officer as the singular point of contact for any UAP-related inquiries from citizens and the media.
Now, you guys caught that, right? Did you catch this right there at 10:34, 10:35, 10:30? Let's do it right here. Listen to this again. Listen really, really close as to what Elizondo said. Listen really close.
Officer as the singular point of contact for any UAP-related inquiries from citizens and the media.
Now, who? A psychological, someone pretty much who has got a certificate in psychology. They're trying to pretty much talk them into, you're just crazy. You just seeing shit. Or, dare I say, I mean, me and Larry Hawkins have talked about this. We hold up this little thing, right? Here, family, pay attention. Look into this. Click, poof. Oh, did you see something here? Look into this. Click, poof. Okay, you guys were just at the local roller rink. You just got shit-faced, blah, 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 blah. You see nothing. Poof. You already heard previously that the technology has been retrieved. You've already heard that the technology has been retrieved by the DOD. They've got a black budget program, right? Special access program. No roof whatsoever, no cap on their budget. And they have retrieved Downcraft. And any witness and or anybody, well, again, look into the camera because Sparky's gonna make. You see nothing. You see nothing, and you're gonna say this. Just saying. We've got that technology, folks. We've got a lot more technology than what is being released. But I do believe you are about to witness, mind you, you are about to witness some phenomenal changes. I do believe that 2025 will be the year of disclosure. That is indeed my prediction. You will absolutely, I know Mr. Elizondo said, we're not alone, but I'm telling you, I do believe we will know we are not alone in 2025. Continue.
This is unacceptable. Many of my former colleagues and I have provided classified testimony to both the Department of Defense and the Intelligence Community Inspector General, and many of us have subsequently been targeted by this cabal with threats to our careers, security clearances, and even our lives.
No.
This is not hyperbole, but a genuine fact, and this is wrong.
What happened to Seth Rich?
To fix these problems, I propose three principal actions. First, Congress and the President should create a single point of contact responsible for a whole-of-government approach to the UAP issue. Currently, the White House, CIA, NASA, the Pentagon, Department of Energy, and others play a role, but no one seems to be in charge, leading to unchecked power and corruption. Second, we need a national UAP strategy that will promote transparency and help restore the American public's trust at a time when the public's trust is at an all-time low. This strategy should include a whole-of-government approach, including the academic and scientific communities, the private sector, and our international partners and allies. Third, Congress should create a protected environment so whistleblowers desperate to do the right thing can come forward without fear. As it currently stands, these whistleblowers suffer because of stigma, a code of silence, and concerns about retaliation. These whistleblowers should be encouraged to come forward in ways that protect them against any forms of retaliation. Policies and procedures should ensure that protection, and for those who refuse to cooperate, it is up to the members of this committee and the other lawmakers to wield their subpoena power against hostile witnesses and prevent additional government funding to those UAP efforts that remain hidden from congressional oversight. In closing, we as Americans have never been afraid of a challenge. In fact, we thrive on them, whether it's eradicating polio or going to the moon. We don't run from a challenge, we take it head on. To the incoming administration and Congress, I say to you, we need immediate public transparency, and this hearing is an important step on that journey. If we approach the UAP topic in the same way as we, as Americans, have met other challenges, we can restore our faith in our government institutions. Together, we can usher in a new era.
You guys caught that, right? I've got one more. Let me drop this one because again, you guys want that. Let me drop this one in the chat. Let me drop it in 2 places. So hang tight. It's coming at you. It's coming at you full bore right now. There's one, right? That one's dropped. So coming at you. That one? Nope, right here. How many of you guys remember this? How many of you guys remember the Miami police respond to the viral mall alien video? Do you guys remember this? You tell me you do, right? Right? We remember this. Where's my screen? Oops, share. Come on, 1, 2, right there. All right, right here. There we go. Now I got the whole damn thing. Miami police respond to the viral alien mall video. Let me share. You know, anything and everything I talk about here, I'm going to drop it in the different chats. So, coming at you, Brainiacs. Coming at you, baby. Coming at you right there. Hi, Miss Tina Danley. Hello, Candace. All right, so here we go. Let's go over this right here. After what you've just listened to, let's go over this incident. Again, 2024, published on January, so it's the beginning of this year. Okay, by Newsweek. So let's just go over this little 1-minute clip. We don't have to listen to we don't have to listen to audio. But nevertheless, with this little video I'm playing, right? On social media, blah, 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 blah. I'll go back here. Let me, hang on 1 second. Because the way the screen, there we go. There we go. Now we can see the whole thing. All right. So yeah, we remember this specific incidents, right? And how many of you had the same damn thought? More than 60 police cars. We seen it. We witnessed this, right? We watched this. More than 60? Oh, it was a lot more than 60. Okay? All for a mall incident? Come on, man. So again, how many of those police witnesses were under the Department of Defense sworn secrecy? You seen something but don't say something. I'm going to say probably a lot. Because from what I understand, as well as you guys probably know, there's a fella, or supposedly a fella, by the name of Fritz, right? That accidentally caught something on his phone and he recorded it, right? Well, I guess now, just by doing so, he is an enemy of the state. You see, things like this, we ain't allowed to talk about it. There is a hierarchical pecking order to their program. It's a need to know, and they don't think you need to know. Bullshit. These people have gotten way too powerful for their own britches, and they're financially secure to the point where it doesn't matter. Well, it matters to me. It matters to me. You heard the one whistleblower say, I deem to tell everything to the American people, even if my life depends on it. See, that's the problem I've got. That's the problem I've got with this broadcast. For the last 16 years, I've been telling you and sharing with you things that have probably come at me, bro, put me on a fucking target list. Oh, I'm targeted, all right. We're targeted like a motherfucker here. Again, our biggest competition, it's not small podcasts, it's not small broadcasts. I will help you as much as I possibly can. It's the West Coast paid for talking heads. I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to name names at all. But all I will say is that, my friends, is bullshit. You are on this planet. You are alive. You are breathing. You've got a family. You've got even though you're a biological hybrid, 186 dimensional doodlebot, you still have a family. You still have life. And I will respect that. Again, don't matter color, race, creed. Don't give a fuck. You're a human being. That is what should matter. So again, this incident, this Miami incident, all of those popos that have swore to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God, and to defend me, you, Billy down the road, Karen at the local strip club, whoever. If you know something, say something. And if you know something, say something, or know something and don't say something, then, my friend, guess what? You have done broken your oath to the public. If you know about the problem, you know about the situation, and you say nothing about the problem and or the situation, you're part of the problem. We're looking for solutions. We're looking for change. We're looking for an acceleration here of consciousness. And I personally believe, okay, I'm not saying Trump is the savior. I am not saying that. No, Charlene, I will not be caught under President Trump's desk. No. I'm saying that he is only one side of the coin. He's only one side of the coin. We're watching the coin flip right now. We're watching it flip. We're watching disclosure. We're watching these things come to light. The Diddy thing, sex trafficking, okay? International sex trafficking at that, right? Let's dare me say, what if what we've been saying all along comes to light? We know about Diddy's issue. We know all about that, right? But what if we have got interdimensional? What if we've got interworld human trafficking? What about trade? What about trade? We're not the only ones in town. And I know that you know that. I know you know that. We have been shadow banned. We have been censored. We have been like literally hit the delete key on our asses. Not just me. On all of you. Right? I'm not the only one. I'm not the loner here. We have all been shadow banned for sharing this kind of content right here. What I'm sharing right there, you've got a hold of it. Well, not the ad. I'm scrolling through this. We're going to scroll through this ad. We're going to scroll right through this screen. Whoops. Wrong one. Wrong screen. That screen. Yeah, that's the screen I'm looking for. Damn it. That one right there. That one. Yeah. Let's go bigger. Continue our dialogue here. And again, what's funny is we're all chastised. We've all been chastised for this. Made fun of for this, right? This is what we've been made fun of by sharing this kind of content. Police have released a statement to allay fears of an alien invasion in Florida. After a video of Miami crime scene, after the event went viral, with viewers claiming extraterrestrials had been captured on film. You remember that, right? Right? I remember. Here we go. Blurry aerial footage of a massive police presence, more than 60. We'll show you that one. More than 60. Okay. Presence surrounding the Bayside Market Outdoor Mall last Monday, which was January, I think it was whatever it was. I don't remember the date. Of a 10-foot tall gray alien. Right? Again, it's just speculation. It's just conspiracy. but it's not. But it's not. And again, you're watching all of this disclosure come out right now. This article, I want to share this article with you. But look at this. You guys see this, right? You guys absolutely see this. You think that was in a response to a local mall event that could have been handled by maybe a handful of officers as well as mall security? What you're seeing right there, what you're seeing right here, okay, was a disclosure event. Okay? Here's the thing. There's nothing that can happen on this planet that they don't know about. They know about it. They know about it. And on top of knowing about it, they down these craft and they reverse engineer them. Now, this little event here, you gotta remember, okay? Right here, this is funny. On Friday evening, Miami Police Department MPD decided to release its own video. A statement addressing the incident was uploaded to the Force's Instagram page. Well, let's see if we can go there. All right, let's go there. Let's listen to this.
Clips that are going viral on social media right now. First, our response to that big incident in Bayside Marketplace. What happened was there was about 50 or more juveniles that were shooting fireworks at people. There was also some looting going on.
Now, do you see that? As far as the eye, let me blow this up. Let me go here and blow this up to where you guys can see it, like literally see this. Because I don't think that you guys got grasped how big of an event this was. Let me scroll into this. There we go. You see the MIB, right? These what you're looking at right here. Right here. These are black SUVs. Do you see that? SUV, black SUV. They had the road closed, blah blah blah. They did. They had the road closed off. But nevertheless, I'm going to go back over to my screen. And I'm going to show you, as far as the eye can see. See this? As far as the eye can see, squad cars. Right? Yeah. So let's go back and hear this police officer's testimony. Now remember, this guy was a sworn officer to serve and protect the American population, especially his community in Miami, right? And we're gonna witness a bunch of bullshit. That's what we're gonna witness. Just hear me out, okay? Before you throw me under the bus, listen to what I'm telling you. We're gonna witness this man who is sworn to protect the public of Miami release a bullshit statement. And go.
So officers that were on that scene were having a little bit of trouble containing it, so they called what is called a citywide 3, which every officer in the city responded. That's why you saw so much police presence for that call to contain that crowd. Now, there is now video going viral of 8 to 10 foot aliens walking around Bayside. It's actually just a person walking with a shadow. So I can confirm to you all here today right now that there are no aliens in Miami, in Bayside Marketplace at the moment. So it's Friday.
At the moment, you may want to go grab your coffee at Dunkin' Donuts because we're watching some DOD footage as well as our in Congress. Sorry, bro. They're real, homie.
I hope you guys have a great weekend and stay safe.
So again, you guys see, you guys heard the bullshit testimony because that's pretty much what it was. Trying to make you feel safe, trying to make you feel scared. That's what he's doing. And by no means am I trying to make you feel not secure, or trying to scare you in the public. Okay, I'm just doing what I do. I'm just sharing what I find. I'm sharing what I don't know. God forbid I share the news like Angel Astro there and get thrown under the bus and thrown in band camp. Banned, BANNED, camp, band camp. Band camp. Did you hear that, Shar? Got a whole new fucking meaning, don't it? All right. So I'm gonna share this. Oh man, I'm gonna close this guy's Instagram out down below. I'm gonna go back here, the Bayside Market footage, but I want to share with you another right here. Miami police debunk rumors of the alien invasion at the mall. All right. So again, this is Fox Local. They were trying to maybe possibly here. Look over. No, don't look over there. Look over. Yeah. You were just at the local roller rink, hitting on. Yeah, I know you're married, but yeah, look here. Click. Yeah, you were at the local roller rink picking up a fat chick, and I don't know what to tell your wife. Have a good day. You say nothing. That is what I'm saying happened. Literally, that is what I'm saying happened. I could be wrong. Let me get my little phaser here. But nevertheless, that is the kind of shit that we're watching. Michelle said it right there. Espinosa just said it. Shaman said it. Just mixing the bullshit with the truth. And that's what they're doing. They're mixing the bullshit with the truth. Half truth, diluted truth. God forbid you share the truth. Let's listen to this. We'll listen to this together. This is fun.
Discuss here about an alien, potentially. Miami police clearing up some conspiracy theories about a recent invasion. On New Year's Day, a large police presence was caught on video surrounding a mall in Miami. Perhaps you saw this. A video posted online claiming it was due to an alien sighting in that area. So what really happened?
Look at that police presence. That's for a fight. Come on.
Police say a group of 50 teenagers started a fight after setting off fireworks, looting. The alien, in air quotes, in the video was really just a tall person walking.
It was not. Who said that? Where'd that come from?
According to police reports.
Police did not say the alien was just a tall person.
Well, I said the tall part. The alien,
No,
they said it was
in the
just a
script.
person walking.
A 9-foot person?
Did you hear it? A 9-foot person? No, say it isn't so. Right?
Well, this does remind me of other stories where you guys have believed that. Remember that story? Was it Vegas where the aliens were in the backyard and then they
What
got
happened to that cell phone video?
that
Gone.
right? No video of it.
Gone.
And the claim from the Vegas story was that these 10-foot creatures then got
8,
into
9, or 10-foot like human-like creature.
Yeah, 8, 9, or 10, and then they got into some SUVs.
They took the top off.
Some
the
black SUVs and drove.
Now that right there, I can tell you, I have not heard nothing about like the black SUVs. My bad. The aliens getting into the SUVs. I've not heard nothing about that. However, whoops, no doubt. Right on, Daryl. Hello, Miss Elizabeth. Welcome aboard. You follow what I'm saying? You cannot make this shit up. What we're witnessing. This is again, whether you follow Fox, CNN, MSNBC, PBS, the entire shenanigans show, right? They're always like Constance says, they're always making fun. Until we've got more video to go over here, and then I'll go to break. It's going to probably be a little bit longer of a broadcast than I wanted it to be tonight, but no, nevertheless, yes, Constance. You hit the nail on the head, but right there. It's annoying. Whenever you try to share the truth or you try to share your experience, and they're like, oh, well, you're just cray-cray, right? If you go back and watch the beginning of the broadcast, you've got some military generals, I guess, that are cray-cray, that don't need to be there. Because they're telling you right now, in front of government, God, and everybody else, that we ain't alone. I know, I'm sorry, Larry. But look, we are not the only beings in town. I guess that's. I love you, bro. But that's the thing. If we are not the only species in town, right? If we're not, what exactly do we do with these people that see these things? Because, you know, this little will only last so long. Do you understand what I'm saying? This little look over here to erase your memory bullshit will only last for so long. Char's like, welcome to the jungle. Let's continue this video. It's fun.
But now, how'd they fit in there?
They took the top off the Jeep. That's why I said that in
That's
advance, because I knew you were going to
top
try
off.
to. Yeah, you got to take the top off.
Yeah. Or maybe it was like an extended G-Wagon or something. Okay. So what do you guys think happened here?
A couple things. With this alien situation, it is interesting that they are all tall. So we need to start considering that now in terms of our knowledge of aliens and when they come.
So,
You're only 5'6" in your earthly body, because we know there's some things we question about Lady Sintafanti. But it is interesting now that the news that does come out about aliens, just in case we thought they were little tiny green men, these are some tall bad boys. So we might want to think about what our approach would be if something was to happen. Sir.
All right, I'm gonna shut her down for a minute. I am running out of time. I'm gonna drop that video again. Everything, you know it. Everything I get, I drop coming at you. So let me go over to the brain chat, drop that right there, so you guys can keep it, have it, do whatever you guys want to do with it, share it, get banned with me, and let's go right back here. I'm gonna close this one out, and I'm gonna go right back here, and this is the 11-page document. This is the 11-page document. You guys can't see that. You guys can't see that. Not in that screen anyway. But this is the Mace government document that she read. Breaking news, da 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 da. I want to, there's specific orders here. I gotta play this. Because right here. Here we go. Ready? This is right here.
Recognize Ms. Luna for 5 minutes of questioning. Mr. Elizondo, to your knowledge, can you name the country and around time frame that the first back-engineered UAP program started?
Ma'am, unfortunately, I would not be able to have that conversation in public.
Can anyone on the panel name that?
Nah, no.
None of you?
No, none of you.
This next question is for Mr. Gallaudet. To your knowledge, have any USOs ever outpaced our submarines?
Yes, ma'am.
At what magnitude?
I don't have the exact speed, but again, a witness came to me, a credible former submarine officer who observed it on sonar data. And this was in the 80s in the North Atlantic during a storm, and it outpaced his submarine by orders of magnitude.
Are you aware of any hotspots that currently exist off our shores in North America?
Not with sufficiently credible data, ma'am.
Okay, we've heard reports of there potentially being hotspots, maybe entry and exit points. Have you heard of any of that?
I have not, ma'am, but my colleague here, Mr. Elizondo, does discuss some USO activity that he's observed in certain DoD databases.
No.
Mr. Elizondo, in regards to these aircraft being piloted by whatever they might be, non-human biologics, would you agree that it's likely that they are being piloted by some mind-body connection?
Ma'am, I think it is safe to presume here that they are being intelligently controlled because some cases seem to anticipate our maneuvers, and in other cases they seem to, I came across an email where the word stalked was used in a very secure email between Navy officers discussing their ships being pursued by a UAP.
In our previous panel, we had Grush, and he had testified to say that some of these were interdimensional beings. Can you speak on that at all?
Ma'am, I'm not qualified, certainly as a scientist or otherwise, to speculate points of origin. I looked at everything from a scientific perspective. So if you look at, for example, instantaneous acceleration, which was one of the observables of the program that I belong to, ATIP, the human body can withstand about 9 G-forces for a short period of time before you...
I want you to pay attention, because what he's about to tell you should blow your fucking mind. Just hear me out. I'm not kidding. Because pay really close attention. What he's telling you right now, pay attention.
For example, instantaneous acceleration, which was one of the observables of the program that I belong to, ATIP, the human body can withstand about 9 G-forces for a short period of time before you suffer negative biological consequences, blackouts and ultimately redouts and even death. Comparison, our best technology, the F-16, which is one of this older platform, but one of our most highly maneuverable aircraft, manned aircraft, made by General Dynamics, can perform about 17 or 18 G-forces before you start having structural failure, meaning that the airframe begins to disintegrate while you're flying. The vehicles we're talking about are performing in excess of 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 Gs.
Did you just hear that? You did hear that, right? Now, comprehend what he just said. Lozano, comprehend what Lozano just said. The human body will fade out, black out, red out, and sometimes perish at 9G. And these bastards are caught on radar and seen flying by our fucking pilots at 1,000, 2,000, and 3,000 G. Right? It's like I'd be Patrick from SpongeBob, drool coming out of my mouth, because what he just said, the human brain can't even comprehend it. Do you see what I'm saying?
So are you, I guess, would it be safe to infer that they're living craft?
You know, I'm not prepared at this point to state for the record is something alive or not, because even that definition is hard. There was a time in science we thought that life required oxygen, and we now know that's not true. There are anaerobic bacteria that thrive in oxygen environments that lack oxygen. And so also same with photosynthesis. When I was in college, I was told everything is derived from photosynthesis as a form of energy. In reality, that's not true. There are things that live off of chemosynthesis. So we're constantly having to reevaluate our understanding of what the definition of life is.
Mm-hmm. Do any of you ever come across reports from people that claim to have firsthand experiences with these entities, whatever they might be, or these aircraft, and then as a result, whether or not they're religious, find that these things will automatically disappear? Anyone, and this is open to any of you on the panel. So just real quick, because I'm running out of time. Lou?
Ma'am, I've always been a nuts and bolts kind of guy. When I was at ATIP, I was focusing more on the performance characteristics and less on the potential occupants.
Okay, the reason I ask is because it seems like, just based on our conversations, that we've had people that say that there are good and bad of whatever these things are. And so my concern from a national security perspective is A, that true? B, are you guys hearing the reports of that? And C, I think moving forward in regard to technology, Mr. Gold, if you can answer this real quickly, some of these aircraft, it seems that they are operating off of energy that we don't currently have. But just yes or no, in your opinion, if we were able to obtain that, would that impact humanity for the better or negative?
Would certainly save us some money on funding on Artemis.
Definitely.
And this is a national security issue, that if there is such technology out there, we're not the only country that might have access to it.
Right? So, with that being said, let me shrink that one down, brain. Let me shrink that one down and drop that one in your guys' lap as well. Because, again, we're not the only ones in town. We're not the only ones in town. So I'm dropping these things. As I get them, I'm dropping them in the chat. Okay? I want you to have what I've got. I want you to know, again, I've done my homework on these different things. And this is the public release statement right here. That is right below. I will, again, this document that you get is the 212-page meeting PDF that I will drop in your lap. Again, this is public. This is not a top secret document, all public released. And this is what this says, or what it is for public. The United States Department of Defense and intelligence community are withholding information about anomalous phenomena. All right? From Congress, as well as you. So again, before I even go over this, I want to take this, and I'm going to grab this document. I want to throw this over there, drop this at you in your guys's. Yeah, man, drop this in the chat, and we will continue on. Okay, again, I'm running out of time. I want to get you guys up here. I'm going to war dial you. That's the entirety of the 2-hour session. If you want that one, I will grab that one too. I will do that a little bit later. But nevertheless, this one here is a 4-minute clip. And lawmakers here on the they are traitors. Full hearing, bombshell, Did we already go through it? Maybe. Congress drops bombshell in the UFO phenomena, economic times. This is it.
I think that what the American...
Right, check this out, coming at you right now, Brian. Here we go.
I think that what the American people need to know is that the U.S. military and intelligence community are sitting on a huge amount of visual and other information, still photos, video photos, other sensor information, and they have for a very long time. And it's not those fuzzy photos and videos that we've been given. There's very clear...
High res.
High resolution.
How many visuals, graphics, videos, photos?
I mean, I've been told hundreds, maybe thousands. I mean, I also wanted to say, because there was some conversation around concern around the revealing of these materials, revealing the source collections, but some of these are shot from helicopters.
U.S. drops bombshell, the UFO hearing over alien threats. Oh boy. Dude. No. Oh boy. We've already watched this testimony time and time again. What do you guys think? Let me turn this down. Let me turn this damn thing down. What do you guys think after what I've just shared with you, as well as your own? If you've been here for a minute, then you guys know we have had some amazing whistleblowers, as well as we've had amazing contactees, abductees here on the program. So with that, Daryl Milbauer, shout out to you, bro, if you're watching, as well as a whole handful of you. Rachel Robinson, that young lady got some beautiful footage. I called it as the skies dance or some shit. These people can literally capture it with their phone. Can capture these things with their phone. Why ain't MUFON all over? Them? Why? My guess is because they're probably too fucking real and they're not going to sell out. That's my guess. It's a lot like me. I'm probably a little bit too close to my friend Lisa here, or I'm a little too close to Daryl or Larry or Shar. They know damn well the moment they come to my door, and I will be right there with you, and I'll be recording what they're trying to do. I will be recording that buyout, and you bet your ass I will take it, because then, oh man, then I will really have money that none of us have got to even further our disclosure project here. Because again, I am not their friend. That is the problem that they see. The majority of us over here, the majority of us, I consider us as a virus in their system. You're not afraid to say something after you see something. You're not afraid to disclose these things, right? You're not afraid to disclose these things at all. Let me get my screen put back together here. went and screwed my shit up trying to share. There we go. All right. Brainiac, I hope you guys are enjoying tonight's broadcast. When we come back, Brains, it is going to be your guys' half of the show where I'm going to war dial you. So anybody up in this panel here, if you are a subscriber and you are on my friends list and in my, I call it, dare I say, piss circle, you're probably, I know one person I've got to call, and that's Michelle Nobles. She dropped a ton of shit in my messenger, and she wanted to go over it, and I will go over it with her. I told her I would. Air Force and the Navy have saucers. Larry says, yes, they've built them. I agree with you, they built them. Here's the problem I've got with that statement, Larry. That I personally don't believe that technology that we've got today on the 3D dimensional plane of things, the Doodlebot community, I don't believe that they can exceed 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 G-force. Okay? Just saying, you already heard him say, anywhere between 9 and 10, 11 G, the craft starts literally disassembling itself. Okay? So we're watching whistleblowers right now in Congress, as well as, again, I say it's 2025. That's what I say. I'm gonna go ahead. I don't ever make a prediction. I'm making a prediction that 2025 will be the era of disclosure. That's what I think. Brainiacs, don't you guys go anywhere. Share this broadcast, share this podcast, and I will catch you guys on the other side. And again, anybody up in this chat, if you are a friend of mine and you are on my list, I am going to possibly spin that wheel, Alex. Or my bad. What the hell was his name? I only know the girl, Vanna White. Damn it! Spin that wheel. I'll take We're Not Alone. I'll take We're Not Alone for 1,200, Alex. Jeopardy. Don't go anywhere, Brainiac. Share this broadcast, share this podcast. On the other side, it's all you.
Welcome to Crystal Cove and Mystic Charms, where magic meets the mundane and the extraordinary becomes everyday. Are you ready to gift yourself with the whispers of ancient power stones? To the feel and hear the echoes of our ancient past? Dive into a world where each pendant tells a story, where rare stones hold secrets known only to the universe itself. At Crystal Cove, our collection isn't just jewelry. It's a gateway to a realm of mysticism and wonder. Let the shimmering opal guide you through twilight dreams, or embrace the fiery energy of the sun with our exquisite amber pendants. Each piece, handcrafted by the hands of a true mystic who understand the language of the earth and the fire of one's heart. At Crystal Cove and Mystic Charms, we believe that every soul deserves to sparkle. Whether you seek solace in the calming embrace of amethyst or wish to dance with the vibrant hues of turquoise, our collection holds the key to unlocking your inner magic if you allow it to be so. Visit us today and discover the pendant that speaks to your soul. Crystal Cove and Mystic Charms, where the beauty of our amazing earthy realm meets the magic of the cosmos.
Hey there, Hunter. Go check out our friends at Colorado Custom Game Calls. They are all about creating a high-quality, custom, unique game calls at an affordable price. They are here for hunters that can't and won't pay upwards of $180 to $200 per game call. They pride themselves on giving their customers the opportunity to not only purchase an affordable and high-quality call, but to customize their game call to their liking. So listen up and go check them out. That's www.coloradocustomgamecalls.com. They got calls for all type of game, and all the game calls can be custom made to your own likeness. That's www.coloradocustomgamecalls.com. Tell them Matthew sent you from the Matrix Minds.
What is up, all my beautiful and gorgeous souls? I am Michelle Espinosa, otherwise known as the Shaman, through the Matrix Mind Media. So tell me, how many times have you wished that you had that special power of prediction? You know, to know what was going to happen before it actually happened and took place. To have some power and control over that situation before things came flying at you out of left field. The thing is, you actually can have that power. You can be aware of what's coming. Tune in to Astrology TV with me for Breaking the Cage. Every Sunday evening at 10 p.m. Eastern on the Matrix Mind Media. And I will go through the astrology and help put you on the right course and get you back in control of your own life. Love you guys.
This CBD fluid is a whole flower fluid extracted from the cannabis flower. We don't use any heat, butane, or chemicals when we extract, so we get all of the components of the plant. All the CBD, CBG, CBA, all the terpenes, all the flavonoids. This allows our body to absorb at 60 to 90% rather than the average of 6 to 10% absorption you would get with a CBD oil. Because our bodies are made up of mostly water and this is a fluid, it's highly absorbable so that you're getting 500% more nutraceuticals per dose. We also have this available in our CBD spray as well as a muscle rub with all kinds of botanicals. You're going to absolutely love it.
Check it out, Brainiacs. MatrixMinds.live/CBD. CBD I use. Feel free again. Feel alive again. Okie dokie, brains. Here we go. Here we go once more time on your side, no doubt. So who is we going to call, right? Who are we going to call? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? I'm going to go over here right real quick. Get some freaking music playing, yeah. Yeah, play some music, right? Yeah. Because again, it's your time now, man. Yeah. Let's see. Dot job. Blah. So who is going to be in the hot seat? I don't know. Let's see. Let me just roll through here. Let me see here. Again, anybody up in this chat right here beside me is subject to being war dialed. Anybody. As long as you're on my friends list and or you are a subscriber, Mr. Daryl Mulbauer, welcome to the broadcast. We covered some phenomenal stuff, bro. That was all about what you do. So check it out. We're going to minimize that. I'm going to go over here. And I'm going to pull up Messenger app. Yeah. Says something went wrong. Oh. That's great. There we go. Update my app. I'm not interested in updating my app. I'll just be a rebel. All right. I'm going to go and I'm going to say let me I got an idea. Michelle Noble, right? Yeah, there we go. Just promise me, Michelle, that we're not going to get wrapped up. No can do, man. So, honey, I know better. I promise, I know better. You know I know better. I do. All right, here we go. Trying one ringy dingy dude, maybe. Come on. Here we go.
Hello.
Hello. What up? How are you?
You were way too nice.
About what?
I told you to be real about what I did to you. I bombarded your ass.
I do believe she was literally wanting me to say, all right, this bitch just got us all put on a no-fly list. I think that's what she was wanting me to say, or something like that fashion.
Yeah, and I sent you 19 freaking videos.
I know, and we can go over the majority of what you sent me, if you want to go
Well, I
over.
think you covered a lot of it.
I had already queued up a number of my own videos. I did. I won't lie. So I was already prepared.
You probably already went over a lot of it. So real quick on the Miami one, real fast. If you want to pull up, I can't see the screen, but somebody put, I forget what the comment was. God, I hate getting old. But basically, if you can get the coordinates. I didn't even think about grabbing those and sending them to you. If you can find the coordinates of the Miami Mall and put them in backwards and show everybody where it leads you to.
I didn't do that. I'm not even prepared to do that because number one, I would have to research it. I would have to find the coordinates. I'd have to get the I didn't do. I had. It takes two. I am only one person.
Well, that's why I sent you a bunch so that you'd have something to choose from, so you didn't have to go grab them all.
But what you're asking me now, I didn't do. I didn't do that
because I meant to do that and I forgot.
That's all right.
But basically, the point of it is I have a statement on that because I've always said when it happened. Now she's saying it was on New Year's Day that happened. I don't remember it being New Year's Day.
What was?
I don't know. The Miami Mall incident.
I don't.
She said it was.
I don't believe it was on New Year's Day. I think it was.
No,
I think
that's
it was
what the news gal said. That's why I was a little confused. I was like, huh?
Yeah,
But if you put in the coordinates for the Miami Mall and you plug them in backwards, they lead right to Antarctica. So here's my theory. Either it was a complete oops, accident, oh man, we've up, right? Or it was to say, hello, neighbors, and
we're
we wanted
here.
To show you, we wanted to show you for ourselves that you can't stop us, and we're just being nice about it.
Yeah, no.
Like we're doing a quick in and out. Like, yeah, here we go.
See, Shell, here's what after what again. A lot of people cannot. I know we can't even grasp 3,000 G-force. We already heard the Department of Defense guy, whistleblower, come out and say, look, the human body can only take literally 9 G. Okay?
Did you watch Maverick 2? The second one of Top Gun?
I don't believe so.
Okay, well, he did a part in that movie where he was on a test run because his whole thing, he never made it past Captain Tom Cruise.
Okay.
So his whole thing was he was trying to prove that our planes could fly at 9G and 10G, right? So he had mastered 9G and he hadn't quite got on to 10G and the government was pulling their funding. Well, when he shows up to train him for this mission that they have to go into, this special elite group of pilots, one being Goose's now grown son, who's also a pilot. He does a thing during his entrance, if you will. He flies the course to prove it can be done in the time allotment that they're telling him they have to do it in. He gets the plane to 10G. Just a regular fighter jet. He gets it to 10G. And he was fine. So, I mean...
You just heard a whistle. You literally heard them say that it's not humanly possible without a blackout, redout, or death.
But then what is it with movies and stuff? They also disclose things that aren't necessarily disclosed correctly or
I agree. Okay,
openly,
I agree.
Right?
9G. I agree. I'll agree with you.
Yeah,
but
9G.
But 9.
He was only at 10G for a second, but still he made it.
Nowhere fucking close to 3,000.
Yeah,
nowhere close. Nowhere remotely close. 9 or 10, you could even say 100. 100 G. Still nowhere close.
Exactly. So how is it that we're able, and you and I have had this discussion, how is it we're able, pardon me, soda burp, excuse me, how we're able to shoot down their craft and back engineer it when they can do 2,000 and 3,000 miles an hour?
I don't know. I truly have no idea. I mean, I've shared all but maybe 2. I've got 2 other videos, which at this point I'm closing them out because it's beginning to be repetitive. We know that they know we know. Okay. We also know that they know we know they know they're hiding shit.
Yeah. Well, it's like when you said about the black budget and stuff. Remember the movie Independence Day when they go into Area 51 for the first time, and what's his face is David's dad. What's his face? I hate getting old. Is like no money. What are you talking about? Do you think it really costs $23,000 for a toilet?
Right.
There's ways to go around it, and I think that was, a funny little way of letting the cat out of the bag. That's how they manipulate their budgets and everything. And,
there is no budget. What the fuck? There is no budget.
But there's no budget.
There is no budget.
But they're trying to tell us that our country's broke and they have to cut Social Security, but they're sending billions overseas. So wherein lies the truth in that?
But again, that is military. Let's think about what you just said. Let's tear apart what you just said. That is what they call that military aid, okay, as well as humanitarian aid. That are the 2 classifications that we send $80 billion to fight a war that we didn't want to be in.
Exactly.
Okay, humanitarian aid and military aid. However, what we're discussing tonight, these bastards have got 0 cap, black budget, none. There is no cap on it.
Yep.
Think about that.
Oh, I know, and it has to be that way. I mean, I grew up with a military family, and there's a lot they couldn't say. Okay, as far as different things that they participated in or didn't participate. My own son couldn't even tell me why he was discharged, but he had just gotten back from the Middle East. Think about that.
Right.
So, yeah. So there's a lot we can't know because we can't get access to it. And so when I'm talking to my uncles about, because they both, they fought in Vietnam and they fought in the Korean Wars. And my other uncle fought in World War II. Right. So I would always talk to him about these things. And I wanted to learn because I was deciding if I was going to go in the military or not. And so I talked to him about it. And some of the stories they told, my uncle actually was in Vietnam with the red glasses, the red night vision goggles that Larry Hawkins was talking about in chat. And those were very real, and they had to change them to green because it was messing up the soldiers. Now you have night vision that's green, not red.
Right.
Because they were seeing things they weren't supposed to be seeing.
Oh.
And it was messing them up psychologically.
Oh, tell me it isn't so.
Yeah. Yeah, so when my uncle was telling me stuff like that, I just kind of was like, huh? And he's like, yeah, and we were in a mixture of ground pounders, and we were helicopter crew, and whatever they call it, what were they, the Apaches that they flew, and stuff like that, and they would do all kinds of stuff. And he goes, one of the biggest things you don't realize, it was all a part of drug smuggling, was Vietnam.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And about the poppy fields.
If Stephen Vasco was still alive, he would absolutely tell you. That was all a bunch of shit. Every aspect.
Like, who can you believe?
You definitely cannot believe them. Michelle, walk away from the purple Kool-Aid.
Exactly.
I'm just saying. Okay.
Exactly. I mean, and like the stuff we're dealing with now, aside from the alien stuff, is the weather modification. I mean, when you think of it, it's all in the same boat. It's because we know it exists. They know that we know. They know we know.
Exactly.
I mean, but we get called conspiracy theorists and crazy because I was disclosing weather modification a few decades ago.
Oh yeah, we've all been there.
I mean, they had cloud seeding back in the early 90s.
You know,
People don't realize that stuff. So this is along those same lines because they're not going to give away all their little secrets because that's how they keep the control.
Michelle, let me say something as a military standpoint. He who controls the air can control the ground. Do you think for a minute that we've control the air?
Oh no.
No. What's funny here is we just heard in Congress here that they don't even know whether it's dimensional. They don't know if it is extraterrestrial. And here's the kicker. Again, we're talking 2,000, 3,000 G, okay, in speed. I go as far as to say these bastards that we're talking about have got the capability to literally dissolve a continent in the blink of an eye.
Oh, I know. And here's one of the first things that started opening my eyes is back in the day, they didn't black out sun stuff like they do now. So when you go over to the solar ham, and stuff and look at stuff and whatever, and one of the first weird things I ever saw, and it made me really question, wait a minute, how is this even possible, is I saw what looked to be like two missiles. One hit the sun. Where they came from, no idea. The other one looked to go behind it or missed it completely, not sure. But the result of that was some kind of a wormhole opening and the ship come right out of the sun.
Conspiracy theory.
With my own two eyes.
Conspiracy theory, but let's talk about it. Conspiracy theory.
I mean, this is the stuff that we don't. But I had a video of it. I had screen recorded it, but it got gone. I mean, it disappeared. I could never go back and find it. Of course.
But. Right.
But it never happened. Of course.
Right. Yeah. That's the shit. But. Like Shars in there saying everything is scripted for the public. There's a fucking narrative here that's playing out, and we're watching it. Okay, God forbid I say the words that our reality here is already pre-scripted, but I'm gonna tell you, it really seems like the narrative is scripted.
I think it's scripted until enough people wake up to the BS. So when air quotes timeline shifts or condensing or whatever people want to call it happen is like a collective thing, because if enough people become aware and enough people question the so-called narrative that is supposed to play out, we skip over it, or it just doesn't happen, or something happens to mess it up. And I think we're on a trajectory now of now we get to have the disclosure. I think enough people have actually gone upwards as far as their evolution, right, as a human being, and their consciousness and their mindset, and enough aren't so trapped in by this reality. We see beyond it, past it. We don't have to accept what they're trying to do to us.
Right. See, now
that's where free will comes in.
Morgan,
and so it is a mix of predetermination, as far as I can tell, in my mind, because I know I make a lot of my own decisions, and how could they have scripted that? So when I make one choice, could it be? And we have a bunch of different realities, apparently. So if I make one choice, what if I would have chosen not to take this apartment? My reality would have changed because I didn't take the choice that was best for me. And I would have had to pay those consequences myself. That's on a personal level.
I got
but
I got to intervene. Even Morgan as well as myself. That hearing, the congressional hearing that we just seen. Do you? Let me ask you. Do you truly think, okay, that those in Congress don't already know?
I think most of them do. Maybe some of the newbies don't have the clearance or the access. But I believe once you get to a certain level, you're going to have access to a lot of that stuff. But if you've seen movies in the past where, say, Reagan, for example, like, why am I just getting told this now? Well, sir, it was on a need to know and you didn't need to know. Or the movie Independence Day, where the president was like, why wasn't I told? Well, you didn't need to know this, sir.
Right, right.
I run the country. What do you mean I didn't need to know?
You didn't need to know. That's what it said.
Yeah.
All of this
so
shit.
A lot of that is ego and power. And they want to hold all the power. And they can't hold all the power if all their bags are all their tricks are out of the bag, is what I meant to say.
Right. Damn, girl.
So that's the thing that we have to deal with as well. So individually, that's where your own doing your research, opening and broadening your minds and letting that information come to you and not be so quick to say, I get so irritated. I have a couple of people on my list. I get so irritated. Oh, that's deep state. That's CGI. That's AI. Not everything is AI, deep state, or CGI, or blue beam. I hate to tell you.
Two people
but they have us conditioned to believe that it is.
There's two people right now, Kristen and Larry. Larry, the whistleblower, saying plausible deniability. The same word as Kristen. Plausible deniability. Yep. Exactly.
And so if we can move beyond that, right? And each person takes that accountability and says, I know there is. That's the energetic field that's going to be pushed out there. I don't even know if that's the right phrasing I'm looking for. That's what's going to be pushed into the cosmos and the universe, whatever, because enough people are waking up to it. They're not stifled by what they're just being told, and they just nod and smile, okay, but in their minds they're going, what a load of shit. You know what I mean?
Of course.
So you can play the part. You don't have to play the game, but you can definitely play the part. And who knows if some of these people, that might be in the ABCs even, are playing the part, but they have their own thinkings and they're waiting for shit to fall. They're waiting so they can actually get in there and do their jobs that they're supposed to be doing.
Hey, you know what? Which I'm going to end up I'm going to let him know ahead of time. I'm going to end up I'm going to war dial James, but he's got a really good statement here. Okay. And James says, all right, James says, Congress is just politicians and some of them are allowed certain amounts of access, but generally this stuff is kept hidden from them as well. Do you really think or want to give them access to this kind of knowledge to someone who's only there for 4 years? Boom. Pretty good. Pretty good statement. Really good statement, James.
That's pretty much what I said. It's like you got your long timers. Think of the people that have been in the Congress, in the House for like Shoemaker or whatever his name is.
They're a fucking politician, a lifelong politician.
Yeah.
Them
they would be the ones that I would say would have the money, the connection, the power, be it bloodline, family, whatever,
right,
that they would have more access to certain things. Now, I could see... well, I don't even know if Scratch and Sniff would have that kind of access.
Oh, hell no. Are you kidding me?
Back in the day when he was actually coherent.
No fucking way.
But the thing is because he was on the whole other dark side of politics, he might. So if he's on the black side that, dealt with a lot of this stuff, he might have the power connections through his family as well to obtain that stuff, be it legally or not legally.
Mm-hmm.
So there's ways to get stuff that aren't above board, and anybody can do that if they're smart enough and daring enough and they're, stupid enough to risk their own life in that manner. But for myself, it's like I want us to get to the point as human beings, we start to remember. And that veil, as it gets thinner and thinner, and people aren't afraid to remember, and they aren't afraid to know, because it's going out of your comfort zone. Of course, people are going to be scared. So people say, people in the chat were going normies.
Right,
normies.
The normies, right.
Because
see, that's...
they follow the line. They toe the line. They follow the game plan. They're not built the same way. So be it they be NPCs or whatever, they're in this matrix, right? They're a part of it. So they're going to be the ones that are like totally freaked out. We're going to be like, hey, come get me.
Oh yeah. See,
my bags are packed. Come get me. I'm ready. Come on. Don't deny me. And so, we have to realize that a lot of it. So when you're looking at this kind of thing too, you got to remember, in every race, there's the good, the bad, and the neutral. And I would more than likely assume, and the same would be for any kind of, air quotes, alien race, species. You got the warmongers, you got the pirates, you got, the healers and the empaths, you got the good guys, you got those that try to help, those that are out for themselves. You got those that are in the neutral that'll go out to the highest bidder. So it's going to be a really a time of listening to your discernment. If it comes down to it, if we get that contact in like you were saying, 2025 maybe?
Yeah, man.
It's looking like it. Why would they be preparing us? And so people just really need to use their discernment and say, can you take me with you, please? You may be regretting that statement because you don't know who you're going with or what they're about. You're going to have to do your own digging and your own research to even see, can you trust these things? Can you, what if the great solar flash is going to happen and some ships come and say, hey, we can take you to safety? Who's going to go on those ships?
Let me
share. Are
share.
they going to go and try and save themselves? But what are you walking into? Do you understand the risk that you would be willing to take to save your, what I'm saying?
Well, on a Christian religion basis, okay, here you got to remember. Here's the thing: you got to remember. I'm going to share this with you. Get your comment back, and then I'm going to War Dial James, okay. But I want to ask you real quick. First of all, I want to throw out there Miss Jenna Lee's comment. She says, all of this information is dripping out to us dressed in as disclosure, but still a woven part of the narrative, okay? So we're just supposed to accept it and swallow it. It's still a psychological game or control over the dissonance, meaning us. All right, it's a hell of a good comment.
It really is, because it's true. I mean, that's what I've been saying all along. You and I and many others have been disclosing more than they ever will for a long time. I've been doing it for a couple of decades. Now, here's the thing. We still don't know. Have you seen one? I haven't seen one. Have you seen one? I haven't seen one.
Miss Rose says she won't. I can guarantee you she won't be going on the ship. She says yes, and I want to keep all of my original body parts. Thank you. I love her. She's like fucking
Hell, I'd go just out of curiosity. And then I'd let them know you try to mess with me, I'll quickly become your worst nightmare.
Oh, man.
So we'd have to set boundaries. But, I mean, it would be an adventure. I'd be like, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Where are we going? You know, just so long as, you know, you're not going to dissect me and crap that, I'm cool. But
Miss Shaw just shared something too. She says, again, Angel Astro shared, the spell is in the words. Spelling. What do they teach you in indoctrination camp in school? Spelling. They teach you English and how to correctly spell, right? They want to formulate these spelling. Again, it's all a narrative.
Yep. So it boils down to free will. I mean, in my mind, it boils down to free will. What you choose to do, accept, allow in to your energy field, what you choose to be a part of or not be part of, you have control of that part. You don't have to accept their BS. This is where the predestiny crap and the free will get intertwined, because it may very well be predestined, but they cannot control everybody's individuality and how somebody individually is going to handle a certain situation. So if enough people can get on the side of, no, we want the truth, that's the energy that's going to be released into the cosmos, because enough people are tired of the BS. And that can be my parting words, because it's up to you how you respond. Because this is why I'm always saying, respond, don't react. Use your head. Don't do something stupid. Allow stuff to come forward. You don't have to jump on the bandwagon. Just stand back and watch it. You don't have to be a part of it.
Right.
Just stand back and watch it evolve and see what happens. See where the dominoes fall.
Agree. Absolutely agree with you.
That's what I'm doing.
All right.
All right. I'll get off here and let you call James. But thank you for calling me.
Yeah, I told you I would. Again, you dropped a shit ton of stuff in my inbox, but I did see that I covered a lot of what you dropped.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying we really didn't have to play it, because you covered most of it.
So again, Shell, I appreciate you. I love you, and take care of yourself.
All right, Annie. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. See you. Peace.
Bye.
Peace. All righty, brains. Here we go. Mr. James Roundtree. That is who I'm going to war dial next. Bro, grab your phone. Grab your phone, broski. My friend, Mr. James Roundtree. Maybe. I hope. But where's he at? Yeah. Because again, Messenger being a bitch. Where'd he go? James Roundtree. Ready? Are you ready? One ringy dingy, two ringy dingy. Lord Joe.
Hello.
Mr. James Roundtree.
What's up?
How are you, buddy?
I'm good, man. Just mellowing out on a Wednesday night.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what are you thinking of tonight's topic?
Well, I love the UFO topic. I'm not as well read or well versed in it as some people in the chat and all. I mean, by my own admittance. All right. At first, I was skeptical. And of the whole thing. I'm gonna tell you why.
All right.
Like and like some people in the chat know, I work in local government. And each year we have to do these trainings. It's the same trainings every year, ethics, harassment, this, whatever. And one of the things we have to train on is the whistleblower statute. And the whistleblower statute usually applies to corruption or some kind of corruption in the government. And so I was wondering, like, how are these guys? I mean, I understand they're blowing the whistle on the things that are going on, but the whole black ops UFO operation is corrupt in its nature. I mean, what what do you blow the whistle on? You know what I'm saying? But as they kept talking, I started looking up these guys that were sitting at the table, all the different guys talking, and they're legit. Especially that guy, I can't pronounce his last name, starts with an E. He was like the main dude talking. Anyway, I looked him up, and he's legit.
Elizondo?
Elizondo, yeah. He is legit. So I was like, okay, but it's like, why do it? I mean, well, I don't know. I mean, it's cool. I love knowing all this stuff. It's interesting. It's like,
why do it?
Yeah, because it's like there's not a corrupt. You're not like saying, okay, my boss is giving favoritism to this person or something or other. It's like we want the public to know. It's like we want the public to know this classified information. Well, the public wants to know classified information, but can you really give us everything? And they did stop short on a few things, which made it a little more legitimate for me. It kept getting more legitimate, But it's interesting.
How do you think? Let me give you Angel Astro's comment. Ready?
Okay.
Charlene says they are not blowing a whistle; they are scribing it, meaning they're going off script. They already do. These motherfuckers play golf together. Okay.
Right.
So anybody that says Democrat, Republican, liberal bullshit, dude, that's like saying that the bar associated lawyer ain't in bed with the judge's daughter.
Oh yeah. So you see at these like council meetings, and they'll get up there and they'll argue in front of each other and call each other names, and when the meeting's over and the public clears out, they're all backstage.
Go have a beer together.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen it with my own eyes. It's like that's legitimate. But yeah, man, this is when he was talking about the 9 Gs and the, it's 17 Gs. Our crafts break apart, and these things were going at 1, 2, 3,000 Gs. I'm like, holy shit! But here's the thing. Okay, Bob Lazar said that when he went into that craft at Los Alamos or whatever, that it was antimatter generators or whatever he called it, but it was antimatter propulsion. That's what it was. Are we trying to measure antimatter in G's because that's all we have to measure by? I mean, how do you measure antimatter propulsion? I mean, I'm sure it's got to be it's got to be something more than G-force. You know what I'm saying?
I do. There's comments up in here about the scripting and shit. Like I'm trying to read the comments in the Facebook chat, and Charlene's going. Of course, we all know this. They're in a club. They're in a big ass club, and we are not in it. We know that. Right. We know that, bro. And but here's the thing. Miss Lisa says central casting actors, nothing more. I don't know about that because I don't know of a central casting actor that are like Department of Defense intelligence. So it's a little bit more than central casting actors. I do believe damn, something bit me in my shirt.
Uh-oh.
I just think that there's more to it than what we're seeing as far as central casting, right? However, we know that. We do know that it happens. We do know that happens.
Oh yeah, well, the congressman and all, there's your actors and everything. But the like I said, the Elizondo guy. Now I looked up Schellenberger, and he's got a degree in something, but he's mostly like he's a professor of something. I don't remember what it was. It's not like professor of UFOs or anything. It's professor of, I forgot. I don't even know the term. But the guy Elizondo talking, no, he's legit. In fact, I was reading how when he first started leaking some of this stuff, if you want to call it leaking or whatever,
scripting,
scripting, right? That some of the people in the Pentagon came out, the higher ups, and tried to say, oh well, no, he didn't have that clearance, and he didn't have this and all like that, and then later on, they had to come back out and say, no, yeah, he did have that clearance, and so his resume is huge. I mean, there's no way I mean, I can't say that he knows everything that he knows, but if anybody would have access to that kind of information, he would be that type of person.
Yep.
You know, can't say if he's telling the truth or not. I mean, you can never tell if anybody's telling the truth, but that what he's saying, if anybody could say something like that, he would have access to be able to say it, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah. See, here's the thing. Within our subscribers chat, right? Larry, me, we've shared all of this shit. This is what's I guess the fundamental dig is this. We've all shared this information with one another. So it's not new. This to you and me, or to me, you, Larry, Shar, Earl, this is nothing new.
Right.
It's just it's validation to your own consciousness as to where we're at. Your world is ready for disclosure. You can see it.
Right.
Right.
Validation that's a good word, because if you go talking to UFOs to anybody and they start thinking you're crazy, you could just pull up this video you showed tonight. It's like, hey, look, this is in Congress, and this is who this guy is, and this is who this one is, and this is the congresswoman, and this is this person. And you could say, look, this just happened. All right, listen to this. You know, it's like, you think I'm crazy, but I mean, I don't know.
Do you remember me sharing with you Monday about the cognitive dissonance and how these people, again, dude, I literally think that we are in the disclosure of not just extraterrestrial life, but the matrix system as a whole. Okay, I truly believe that we are about to witness something that some of your bro, you are really, really on target. Okay, you are really, really smart and on target. Morgan is really, really smart and on target, and pretty much everybody in the chat, they're all there. You guys are going to have to at some point get ready to, I'm serious, help these people that have got no understanding as to what we're talking about really fucking soon.
Right.
Because, dude, they will be in catatonic SpongeBob shock as to see these things on TV or let alone, you know, God forbid I say CNN, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. What then?
Dude, I know people close to me, close friends of mine, that remember in 2020, they shut everything down. People are sitting at home and they released UFO footage from the Navy. All right. And I know people close to me that watched that and said, this isn't real. I'm like, that's a Navy guy right there saying this is a UFO and this is our footage. Oh no, the aliens don't exist. Like, dude, I think there is a section of the quote unquote normies that when this stuff starts coming out, they'll be open to find out what's going on, and they'll come ask us, you know, like they say, go find a conspiracy theory friend.
Yeah, you want to know the truth? Go ask your conspiracy buddy.
Right. They'll let you know what's going on.
Right.
But there is a section of the population that seriously, I mean, you could put it right in front. I sat here with my friend in this house watching this video of UFOs released by the Navy, and they're saying, we don't know what it is, we think it's a UFO, extraterrestrial, and he's like, nah, that's just whatever. I'm like, dude, I don't know what to tell you at that point. At that point, it's like, okay, look, when it comes down, when the aliens start coming down and you ask me what's going on, just don't ask me what's going on, because I give up. I can't explain it to you.
I'm sorry, bro, you can't handle the size peanut. Check this out. Miss Lisa Thomas says, and this is what she's saying is real. She says it has got to be on TV, and it has got to be TV that tells them, otherwise they just simply ain't gonna believe it.
Right, exactly. And what's the old saying? The revolution will not be televised, and yet they're still looking at the TV, waiting to watch it.
Your sweetheart says, I'll be the disclosure greeter. So Morgan's ready, bro. She's ready, dude.
She's gonna be the ambassador. Have the little ribbon on and all. It's like, welcome to the club.
Yeah, she's like, I got some amazing gumbo.
Right.
I get the best gumbo on the planet.
Don't tell Dennis that, man. He'll be over here before anybody.
Right. Dude, Dennis is definitely a gumbo fanatic. All right, man. Charlene's wanting me to call her. She will be my last war dial. I wanted to hear from you. It's been a minute.
Right.
And I wanted to hear your opinion.
I wanted to just say one last thing real quick, because, I brought it up in the chat about, these congressmen having access to all this stuff. Seriously, I deal with these politicians all the time. I mean, they get elected. They might be there for 4 or 8 years, whatever. They don't even understand how government works. Okay, now you may have some of these congressmen, like I think it was Michelle mentioned, or somebody, that they've been there for a long time and they get appointed to these special committees, intelligence, this and that, and they have access to a little bit of it, but you're not going to give the type of stuff that these gentlemen just presented to Congress to like somebody who's just going to be there 8 years, 4 years, term limited out, whatever, who doesn't even know how the 3 rings of government work. I mean, it's just like you give them a little bit to make them feel special, and say, you're part of the UFO intelligence committee now. Oh, here's some UFO stuff you can look over, and here's our little pamphlets or whatever. They're not going to give them the full enchilada.
No, hell no, bro.
You can't trust these idiots for nothing. But anyway, man, it was good talking to you, brother.
Hey, you too. In fact, you know what? Here, don't go far, because probably after the broadcast, that is, unless you don't want to chill with me.
Oh no!
I mean, I probably, dude. I'm in a pretty good mood. I would love this topic, and I'm probably gonna hit you guys up in the subscribers chat. We'll do a video conference and continue this discussion.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
Yeah. I ain't gonna go too late because I got to work, but I'll spend a couple hours in there. We'll bullshit.
All right, cool. Sounds good, bro.
Cool, man.
All right,
brother.
Take care of yourself, buddy. I'll holler in a little bit.
All right, you too.
All right, bye. All righty then. Miss Charlene Angel Astro. Are you ready, my friend? Come on. Charlene says, boom, boom, James. He hit the nail on the head, didn't he? Yeah, man. All right, Miss Charlene. Your turn, my dear sister from another mister. Where did you go? All right. There you go. There we go. Got it? It says you are in another call. Can't call you. So I can't call you. It's saying that you are in another call. I can't call you. I tried. Do you want me to try again? Do you want me to try again, Miss Charlene? I will call you one more time. I'm trying. One more time. One ringy dingy. It says in another call. Nope. Let me show that to you. In fact, I was going to show you a screenshot, but nevertheless. She says, hold on. What am I hold on to? Oh, my. Yeah, man. Good conversation with James all the time. I should call our door kicker, but I haven't talked to Charlene publicly here about this. So let's, come on. Come here. One more time, Charlene. I'm going to run out of time here. Come on, Char. I'm not knowing what to do here. I'm not wanting to wait, man. Come on. For real. Come on. Why would she say call her? I don't know. She's just a bot. I'm just kidding. Elizabeth Ann. If you were in my circle, I would ring you. Yeah. I can't call your real number, Charlene. I can't do that. I can't funnel it through the man. All right. I can't do that. I can't do that. One more time. Say I can't filter it through.
Got it. We got it.
One more time. You there?
Yeah. It's in.
All right. What's up? Stop. Dude, you're gonna have to turn that down, man. Holy smokes, man. You are not a newbie. It's still,
no,
man.
but I have 2 computers running, 3 phones. All right.
Yeah.
We got it. Yeah. There you go.
I don't know. Do I hear myself? Hello, going what? No. All right. What's up? What's on? What's on your mind?
I'm going to let you know right now. It's all predicted. It's all prescribed. Everything they're doing has already been set up. We've already been there.
Charlene, Elizabeth thinks you're a bot.
I'm not a bot. Come on. Listen,
yeah, man. I'm literally hearing myself again. Look, stop. I'm hearing myself again. Stop. I'm hearing myself again. So whatever you're listening to, turn it down. I love you, but I'm still hearing feedback.
It's all right.
I agree with her. You've been hijacked, man. You've been thrown in a bot body.
Seriously.
You've been hijacked.
What is going on?
Yep. Feedback.
Wow.
Completely.
That's craziness.
Come on. Elizabeth says JK. It should be JC. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but Matt, you put me through the chat. I'm in the chat.
No, I literally called you the same way I've called the other 4 people.
I know, but you know what happened? They switched my chat, dude. I got it like an advanced chat somehow. I don't know how.
Well, Jojo, we need an upgrade over here on aisle 2. Charlene needs an upgrade on aisle 2.
Joe knows. He disconnected so I could get with Matt.
All right, all right. So I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time. It sounds like shit. Everything sounds like shit. Okay, literally. You should really go back and listen because. Charlotte, I can't do this. I cannot do this. What were you trying to say? Never mind. I can't do that. Sorry, I'm not going to put you all through that. Again, it's just reverberation, it's echo. I can't do that. All right. I don't have any idea what she was trying to say, but I know right now I couldn't hear it. It sounded horrible. Like she said, it sounds like shit. All right, look. Brains... it is what it is. It is what it is. Wednesday night, it was open lines, Ward Isle night. With that being said, I'm going to jump off here with you guys, and I will catch you on the other side in the subscribers chat. You hear me? You guys don't go nowhere. Hear the rest of the broadcast. Again, I appreciate you for being with me. It was Ward Isle Wednesday, and I will catch you here on Friday night. Friday night, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 9 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock West Coast Time. You guys on the way out, you guys see, right? Eyes wide open. You guys see this shit? Crank it up, yo. Go with tie. Yeah, man. Crank it up, Brainiacs.
tools, set to fight their battles and wars like ignorant fools. But I won't march to their feet, won't play their game. I stand for true justice now, and I'm no longer the same.
Oh yeah, brain.
Now, eyes open wide, no longer blinded by their lies. This land of the free is just a masquerade. It's just a masquerade for the powerful few. Our sacrifice is made. They call it patriotism. They call it the 4th of July, but it's a corporate charade. We're fighting for their profits, our ideals betray. I won't be silenced, no, I won't bow to their command. I fight for truth and freedom against their ironclad hand. Awake now, eyes open wide, no longer blinded by their lies. This land of the free is just a masquerade for the powerful few. Our sacrifice is made. So raise your voice now, please stand tall and strong. For the soldiers used for far too long. Hidden in the shadows, but now I'm standing. Now I know. Battled the demons, thought I was through, but there's a new dawn.
Oh, Brainiacs, no, you're not alone.
Light at the end, life's worth living. Hold on, my friend, keep on giving. Feels like a circle, round and round. But trust in the morning, new strength is found. No more running from who I am. Embrace the journey, yes I can. Light at the end, life's worth living. Hold on, my friend, keep on giving. No more running from who I am. Embrace the journey, yes I can.